Hi everybody, it's me, the Hidden Object Guru. Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. Let's start things off as we as we frequently do with some manner of Cozy Grove.
Cozy Grove? We love Cozy Grove here at the channel.
Don't we though? Ah, Cozy Grove. You are a delightful place to hang. Okay, close and close. Of course.
No.
That was bad. Are you okay?
Nope.
Then she almost kicked the computer. Man from nowhere, Wesley, obviously. Wesley's like, what did he finally watch with the family tonight? And I'm like, obviously The Man from Nowhere. The only movie worth watching.
Muppet Family Christmas.
That's a good one, too.
The best one.
No, Man from Nowhere is the best movie. But, you know, Muppet Family Christmas is good, too.
Actually, let's be honest. The best movie is
Great Muppet Caper.
Great Muppet Caper, thank you.
That is an incredible movie. Nobody's
that
gonna...
is one of the best movies ever made.
Oh, absolutely.
And I will fight you on that one.
I know you will, lady. Yeah, no idea what you're talking about. But I have to assume you're talking about The Man from Nowhere. So, I hope you enjoyed it. A little violent for the whole family to watch, but you know. It is something everyone should see. Brian's here. What is up?
Hi, Brian.
You were just loudly greeted. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And I was here. Alright, Jeremy, what's up? Supposedly there is a new mini game and a way to make presents, but I haven't found it yet. Aww. I'm right there with you, Jeremy. But I think what you need is a hug. Oh, the Polar Express. I've never seen that. I understand it stars some kind of Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks? No one likes that guy.
No, famously.
Oh, wait, no. Everyone likes that guy.
Oh. Damn. Charlotte wants me to take a photo with a bunch of different decorations that she gave me. That's new. Huh. Let's see what that looks like, shall we? Hey, buddy. I missed him. And again, this is getting embarrassing. I know it's shocking that I've never seen Polar Express. It's one of Zemeckis' weird visual experiments that he loves doing. The man falls in love with technology. And he's like, CGI actors are going to be the next best thing. And then no one saw the movie Beowulf, and he kind of, you know, stopped talking about that anymore. And that's not a criticism. Beowulf was pretty darn good. But, you know.
No, there will not be a Christmas Eve stream, Brian.
Or a Christmas Day stream.
We also get together with our family on
We'll family it up.
Christmas Eve. I mean, because of bloody Omicron and people, you know, not...
We might not get together with people this year, but I'm definitely taking a nap.
Well, we'll probably drive by and be like, here's some dessert! Merry Christmas!
People do love desserts.
Okay, you're all really old. Bye! Because we don't want to get you sick.
These are all very reasonable reactions.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot my
I
camera.
mean,
That was
for
embarrassing.
crying out loud, I have an uncle who's maybe 90 pounds who had polio when he was a kid. He's so frail.
Yeah, it would
And
not be great if he got
He
COVID.
has not gotten his third shot yet.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near him. I mean, I don't think I have COVID, but I'm not risking his life on that.
Right?
All right, where's this camera I've been hearing about? Do I need to buy some film for it? Because I don't mind doing that. I just want to know where it is. I probably should have just filtered.
Digital? Jeez.
It's a ghost camera? Digital photography can't take pictures of ghosts because there's no silver in it. That's just common sense.
I see.
I know. Hey, whale slug. You guys are always the best. The romantic wanderer. Aww. Awesome, Brian. I hope you have a great time. Family get-togethers at the holidays are sometimes the best. I'm not going to pretend they're always the best. I'm not a liar. But they're definitely sometimes the best. And I know a lot of people have a lot of fun traditions. Like, for example, watching the Polar Express. I've heard that's a very fun tradition that a lot of people do. I wonder where I heard that.
My family. Will you be willing to put that tray on?
God, no. I'm kidding. Just hand it over to me first.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't get up.
It's okay. I can just
No. Just give it to me. What are you doing?
hold my tray.
I am trying to, if you give it to me. What's that, a fry? Okay.
Okay, stealing fries is a punishable offense.
I know, lady. I know.
What was I saying?
No, I'd go.
I know when I was younger,
Careful.
we would switch out Christmas Eve traditions between families, and wow, every second year was not a happy camper.
Damn right, girl. Okay, how do I actually... Okay, there we go. Yay! Alright, let's go give this to Charlotte Pine. Yeah, we had completed the game before they added photography quests, so this is all new information.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, Bruin. God, he's so sad. It's such a sympathetic portrayal of someone who's been brainwashed by Fox News. You really have to pity him. Oh, I did. I did. We did that. Okay, well, I don't know how this fishing thing works. Okay, just to be clear. +1 stone grill by ranger. Okay, fishing campground. Stone grill. We did all of that. Nice. That sounds awesome. I do love Chris Bruno, especially when he plays a ninja. As really happened on an episode of... Oh no.
Castle.
I didn't have a stone grill. You know what? It's not a big deal. We hugged Jeremy Gruffle. That's what we were here to do. Yeah, playing a ninja on an episode of Castle might be the peak of Chris Bruno. Chris Bruno's post-Jack Slate career. Oh, Cozy Grove. How I love thee. Let me count the ways. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Hey, Mars, what are the haps? So now we're going to see how good I still am at King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. So in preparation for the release of King of Fighters 15, they're re-releasing a new version of King of Fighters 98, largely believed to be the best game in the King of Fighters series, here on PC. I assume it's coming out other places too.
I hate you so much right now.
As well you should.
Is it going to continue
Of course
to flash
not.
shit
Don't
in
be
my
silly.
eyes? Okay.
Alright, what is a Neo Geo mode? Oh, wow. You can
Fighting off
simulate what it's like if you were actually playing with a Neo
my
Geo.
brain, you all. And this game is, wow, not the game you want to see.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm okay as well, Marissa.
It's that kind of a day for everyone. I
woke
spent
up,
a non-insignificant amount of today sleeping.
which is not like you to do.
No, I just napped out. Alright, so, obviously there's only one character you need in any kind of single player. Advanced, extra, ultimate, obviously. There's only one character you need, and that's Rugal Black Noah. I forgot to set it to easy. Let's go do that. I'm not a crazy person, so obviously I'm going to do that. I don't know who this Orochi character is. I haven't played this game in a while, but that is quite an entrance. Also, he's hovering? Oh, he can fly.
That's cool.
Well, that's awesome. Alright, so, settings. Help and options. How to play. No, yeah, I know about all of that, don't worry. Controls, nice. You can set custom controls, that's cool. Battle setting, CPU level, playtime, little slow, infinity fast, little fast, nice. Single round, yep, I'm kidding. Alright, let's do this. So, if you play single play, you only need one character. We're going to do the normal arcade play, because I'm not crazy. Alright, so obviously your team is going to be Rugal Bernstein, owner of the Black Noah. I did, and I asked you to check how much that game cost. Mr. Big, the villain from Art of Fighting, and of course, Geese Howard. Oh, Geese Howard or Wolfgang Krauser? Who's the better boss from Fatal Fury? Wolfgang Krauser, you're right.
Thank you for saying I was right.
Well, you were right. Okay. Never played as Mr. Big before. It's kind of neat. Alright. Oh, he's got babes! Now the babes are like, we're out of here. That was adorable. Oh, Billy. I feel like bringing a... I want to say that bringing a bow staff that swings out into nunchucks is unfair for a fighting competition, but I've got sticks, so who am I to judge? This is always one of the things that I love about this franchise. My other teammates hanging out in the background, ready to fight. That is the dream. Blue Mary?
Are you ready?
Oh, she speaks English. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Alright, so. There it is. I was trying to remember some nice combinations. Again, I haven't played as Mr. Big before, but I'm doing the standard video game combinations and seeing what's happening. If only I knew what those charge-up bars do and why I have 3 of them while she has 4 of them. I know it's the advanced meter, because I selected that at the start of the game, and there's 3 different types of supers you can have, but I only have 1 of them. Probably not coffee. I think it's on Xbox One. Why don't you go and check Xbox.com, coffee? I could have Lady do it, but she's tired.
Very.
Extremely tired.
I'm trying not to have too much screen time, because, you know, brain hurts.
And yes, I am happy to play that for you. I mean, if you donate the money to play it, I mean, you already owe me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was bad.
I hate this game with a fiery vengeance.
As well you should.
What
I mean,
the
you already
heck
owe me
is that?
$10, so there you go. You had a 10 out of 10? Nice. As far as lattes go. Alright, so, this time what we're going to do is start with Wolfgang Krauser. Then, oh wait, that was wrong. Well, we're starting with Rugal Black Noah. It's It's not actually his last name. His name is Rugal Bernstein, and he lives on the Black Noah, a personal aircraft carrier. And he ran the King of Fighters tournament, and whenever he would beat a team at the end of it, and he would fight 3 people versus him, he would pour molten steel over them in whatever their victory pose was. And then turn them into living, well, not living, but, you know, statues. It's very bleak. But that's why we love you. I've heard that, Mars, that anyone who drinks tea, coffee or tea must be going to hell. I feel like that's a deeply stupid thing to believe, but that's just me. Obviously, I don't like to force my opinions on other people.
I drink tea.
Unlike the kind of people who tell you you're going to hell for drinking coffee. Those are the kind of people who like to impose their beliefs on other people. Of course I have Netflix, Horror King. I live in the modern world. Oh, it's Benny Maru. As you'll notice about Benny Maru, he has a top themed after Power Girl, in that it has a boob window, except he's a dude. So it just looks like a weird strip where there's no cloth on his t-shirt. It's very strange and very entertaining. Big fan of Benny Maru. I thought this move, I thought that was supposed to, like, repel ranged attacks. What is that? Oh, thanks, Coffee. Alright. Apparently Coffee has sent us enough money that we're going to be buying a copy of... No! I shouldn't have looked away. What's that game called? Operation Raccoon City? Alright. I'll check for you, Coffee. I'm sorry I freaked you out. I was joking, and obviously you were sensitive about that, so I shouldn't have. So, as a special pre- or post-Christmas treat, we're going to be playing, well, not the worst Resident Evil game, but a Resident Evil game pretty near the bottom of Resident Evil games. It's going to be a delight. Plus, it gives me a chance to make a video I've wanted to make forever about the, like, what a lazy job they did. So, like, they only have 4 zombie models for the whole game, and then there'll be a crowd of 8 zombies, and it'll be, like, 4 exact clones, right? And then another set of 4 exact clones. They're like, let's put a lot of money into having really detailed zombie models. And I'm like, yeah, but then when it's just the same zombie model over and over again, I'll instantly recognize it, won't I? They didn't think that through. Oh, Wolfgang Krauser. Nice reversal, buddy. Damn. Wolfgang Krauser. Not as tough as advertised. Damn, Mars. Alright.
Shaman King. It's a remake of the original series.
Nice. Light kick, strong punch. Oh, you don't have to choose the third one, obviously. I understand, Coffee. So Coffee has repaid me the $10 they owed me. Plus another 15, so long as I use all the money to buy a copy of Operation Raccoon City. Which I think that's fair. Oh, dang, I actually did the sneak behind move. I love that. I forgot how to do that. Oh, Mars. You and your obsession with slightly crude receipts at... Oh, nice. He is fast.
That's hilarious, Mark. So, why do people that drink coffee and tea going to hell? I didn't catch that.
Basically, you've heard of the Bible, right?
Gosh, I've even read it.
Well, someone wrote a second Bible called the Book of Mormon.
Oh.
And the guy who wrote it didn't like coffee. And so when he wrote the second Bible, he included the God said you shouldn't have coffee.
Ah.
And you might say, Really? Because some guy wrote a sequel to the Bible? I shouldn't drink coffee? And I would say yes. That is what he believed. But very few people agree with him. Oh, Utah. You are too, boom. You're like the California of, crazy religions.
If you don't want to drink coffee because of, the environmental impact and the, whole slave labor issue, that's a whole other ball of wax.
Yep. Cool, coffee. I will try not to make you upset anymore. Even though making you upset seems to get me money, so... But I'm not gonna, that creates a perverse incentive to try to offend people, which I'm not into. So even though, obviously I want money, because I have to live in a capitalist society, that doesn't mean I'm gonna try to do that in the future.
I don't think he's been unlisting his streams, Lavender.
Oh, yeah.
You have been?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Ah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a stream. I found that because I have daily streams, the video page was unbelievably cluttered with live streams.
Oh.
And it makes it incredibly unattractive for someone new to the channel. I'm going to be creating a playlist that is the live streams.
Okay.
And so you're going to be able to click on that playlist and that'll have all of the streams. They just won't appear on the regular video page. Sorry about that.
When are you going to do that? Or
Probably
have you
this
already
weekend.
done it? Okay. That does make sense.
Yeah, because if you looked at my video page previously, it was just like 800 live streams and it was impossible to find the videos.
Wait, coffee has coffee. Chocolate has caffeine, Brian. Damn. That's strict.
Now understand what I am big at, doesn't you? Oh. Alright. Y'all team is great. Keep going. I was going to. It's Shingo Yabuki. I don't know who that is. Hey, Railways, we're doing great. Nice. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't fond of beards. That is strange. I mean, I respect them for that. Beards are filthy and horrible. But,
Seriously?
saying there's
They
a
all
religious
like
reason
Diet
for it.
Coke, and they drink caffeine, but they're offended by tea and coffee? Jesus.
Oh my god, that's so hilarious.
That sounds accurate, though, Mars.
Oh. Oh, wait. Doesn't Diet Coke have caffeine in it?
Huh?
Diet Coke. Yeah.
It does.
That's
the
crazy.
point.
I know, and I'm saying, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Take that, buddy. Oh, it was just a one-guy fight. Oh, he was a mini-boss. That was weird. Huh. I'm fighting the Korean guys, who are a Freddy, Kim Kap-Hwan, who's one of the heroes of the series. And then, of course, a guy with a giant prison ball. Boom. They pick and choose like all religious hypocrites. It's what religious picking and choosing what part they actually want to do is the cornerstone of all hypocritical religious beliefs. Whoa.
You know, at this point, I feel like my phone should know the word COVID.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ phone.
Wow. Ladies are having an off day.
Or he's fighting a migraine. She's cranky.
I cannot wait to find out what this game's boss is. Again, like, I played this in the arcade way long time ago. But I don't remember at all who the boss was. Whoa! He did an ultra. I feel like this game has too many flashes. Can we do something about that? Settings. Video. Nope. Ah. Ah, the old charging punch. Yeah, that's insane, Mars. Chen Kohan? I love this guy. Oh. And then you have Choi, who again is a Freddy type. Right down to the hat. What was the Freddy type's name in Samurai Showdown? Remember there's a famous Freddy type? Had the giant claw. Little guy. Anyone remember this guy's name? No? Okay. The advantage was given. Wolfgang Krauser? I kind of want to go and finish that game where the villain was Wolfgang Krauser, but they had drawn Freddie Mercury's face onto him.
Depending on the soda, it probably has more caffeine in it.
Well, there you go, Lavender. I think that's the right attitude to have. What? Brutal attack, dude. Yeah, no, their dress code is bonkers. See? He's got Freddy claws.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dress codes at all.
Choi Boonge? That's his name. Okay.
I mean, you're talking to someone who, one, loves fashion, and two, kind of is a borderline
Oh
nudist.
my god! That was amazing! Okay, he's spending too much time dodging. Okay, I really like that move. Even if it makes my character look like a very silly wrestler. Oh, nice throw. Not gonna lie, that was a nice throw. He has such a ridiculously small hit window, and I know they make up for that by having him... Okay, let me try something. No, that didn't work. That did, though.
Nice train boy.
Hey, Coffee, what is a brocules? That's true, Lavender. My personal feeling, and I talk about this a lot, as you've probably heard me before, is that the whole idea of, like, there being a business fashion is just an oppressive shibboleth designed to exclude people who don't have money and, quote-unquote, the right upbringing from society. Like, one of Uruguay's most famous presidents, and this guy really inspired me, was both a... whoa, dude! Was both a, you know, part-time farmer, part-time president of the country. And he had previously been a left-wing terrorist. And do you know what he wore to state events? Mm-hmm. Jeans and whatever sweater was clean that day.
Nice.
And that's how he dressed. Like, so you get a picture of him standing next to Barack Obama. And he's, like, just in jeans. And Barack Obama's wearing some ridiculously well-tailored suit and a fancy tie and blah, blah, and, you know, nice shoes. And here's a guy in sneakers and jeans and whatever sweater he decided to grab. Because the whole idea of there being a business fashion is designed to keep certain people, and I think we all know who we're talking about, i.e. people from the lower classes, from making it into high society and high power areas. Boom.
Hi, Queen of the Night. Well, Michael, we wish you luck. And hope
Hi,
you
Michael.
have-
Good luck on that, Hey, Goku. Good luck on your run.
Huh. Infrastructure
Mars.
definitely needs to be improved in Toronto.
Oh, hell yes. We could really use
Right?
big reinvestments in infrastructure.
Right, Mars? I mean, if
Oh,
they're all going to
no.
hell and that's where all the fun people are, kind of sounds like a good time.
Trapped with all the gay people and people who drink coffee. No, what a horrible eternity. Ah. Oh, God. Whoa, dude. Alright. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, so let's get the plushie cam going. Everybody please make a guess for the plushie cam. Everybody gets one guess. If 2 people guess the same thing, only the top line, one on my timeline counts. If you guess a category like, if you guess a category and say, oh, is it a cat? And it's Summer Fun Garfield, I'll say, yeah, it's a cat, but you're going to have to tell me which one. And, of course, it's never going to be the same plushie as it was yesterday. So, using those standards, I would like you to guess who the plushie is going to be. And if you win, I'll send you a free game. I got a list of Steam codes I have lying around. Also, I may have just bought an extra copy of Get Even to give out as I start covering Get Even because of my obsession with the game. Get Even. Repeat this after me. I'll never take on a god again. This is why I like Rugal Bernstein. Omega. I'm fighting an evil version of Rugal Bernstein. That's the ultimate boss. Well, no wonder people think this is the best one. Because Rugal was the first King of Fighters boss. I totally forgot about this. We're back on the Black Noah! Oh, damn, we got some real H.R. Geiger stuff going on here in the background. Weird. So yeah, get in your guesses, and we'll see what happens. Today's clue is... today's plushie... while today's plushie isn't winter-themed... Sorry, today's plushie isn't winter-themed, but he thought he had to get all dressed up for the night. It's a little chilly for this guy. And he thought, oh, well, you know, the time of year I'm themed around, that was awesome, is pretty chilly, so I should be fine. But no, it was way too cold, and he had to put on some winter clothes. He got his health back by beating me, I just realized. Oh, damn. Oh, Wolfgang Krauser. You're a professional wrestler themed, and it's kind of entertaining. But, wow, Omega Rugal is crushing me. Brian is guessing Summer Fun Cthulhu.
Good guess.
Excellent guess. Okay, yeah, he really does have 3 characters worth of health, doesn't he? Oh, that was brutal. Oof. Whew. What's your opinion on no privacy until you're 18 parents? I'm against them. Like, I understand parents have a vested interest in keeping people out of trouble, but I think at the same time, kids need how to learn to have their own space and responsibility.
Right?
Or otherwise, the minute they leave home, they're going to be completely unprepared for the world.
I had cousins whose mother...
oh, that was insane.
Ouch.
Mars is going cosplay bear. David's going Christmas Garfield. Ooh, that was brutal. Loved it, though. What were you saying? Your cousins?
I have cousins who are basically the same age as me. And their mother is like my mom's sister.
Right.
And their mom used to, like, search their room regularly, even to the point where she would read their diaries. And I can remember my mom having a conversation with their mom, being like, yeah, no, I don't do that. My kid gets to have privacy. And wow, did they not handle it?
I don't understand how you read somebody's diary.
Right?
That's
Who does
crazy.
that?
Does anyone see Billy? I don't see Billy anywhere. Thought that might have helped.
I'm like, I would just start writing a bunch of nonsense in it.
Yeah. Underwater Cthulhu appears? I see.
Oh,
Right.
a lot of them do. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of parents do
It's
that.
insane.
And there are people that think it's a good idea.
Oof.
I'm like, no!
Okay, all of that steam pouring at him suggests that this is a robot? See, Kim Kop Fwan is the wonderfully talented at Taekwondo, and as a consequence, he has almost no punching attacks. Oh my god.
Like, I can understand trying to make sure your kids don't, read things that's
Whoa.
maybe not appropriate for younger people or watch things or stuff like that. But like, still, I didn't even have any of those really limitations when I was a kid. Like, my dad would usually just sit down and watch TV with all of us. And if he didn't think what I was watching was appropriate,
Lavender.
he would just like complain and make fun of it until I changed the channel. But he would never tell me I wasn't allowed to watch it.
That's insane, Mars. Imagine someone going through your phone every week. I mean, I literally go through your phone every night after you go to sleep, so you don't have to imagine it. Sorry. I couldn't even keep a straight face on that one. But anyway.
You want to go through my phone? You can go through my phone.
I know. It would be hilarious. Oh, it's like, oh, here's what Sean had to say today. Great. Thanks.
Oh, shit. Now I know what she's getting me for Christmas.
Exactly. Oh, man.
I don't really have secrets.
No, me neither.
Other than gifts.
No. And I mean, it's not like I hide my gifts well. You can go and check what your gifts are anytime you want.
Oh, yeah.
You know exactly where they are.
I
have an office. They're sitting on the floor.
I seriously, like, if I walk in there, like I did this morning,
Yeah.
I just don't look.
Exactly. Like, I do not hide gifts well, and I never have.
One year when I was a kid, went through all the gifts and found out what everything was. Like, I even opened the ones that were already wrapped and then rewrapped them. I was so sneaky, and I was so disappointed that the surprise had been ruined that I just...
Would never do that again.
Nope,
Yeah,
never do it again.
that's not how it works, Horror King. And this is something you're not qualified to weigh in on. Trust me on this one, okay? Just gonna invite you to not comment on this any further. Cool? Cool. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page. Can this guy not be thrown using his special throw attack? Oh my god.
I mean, I guess we have a kind of privilege in that, I don't know about you, but, well, yeah, yours probably could have figured it out. If I wanted to hide something on my computer when I was a kid,
yeah,
my parents would not have been able to figure out. My parents barely knew how to use my computer. I had to show them how to use the computer.
it's like saying, computers gauge will start at max. Oof, that was brutal. Alright, Regal Black Noah.
I mean, I can remember when I was a kid. Because,
Joe Higashi.
we didn't
King!
have cell phones.
I love King.
Because we're, what's that word? As old as the hills?
Yeah, old as the hills.
I can remember when I was a kid, my dad trying to call home from work when he was working late and not being able to get through because I was on the phone. And being furious with me. And my mother
You're
was
right,
like,
Brian.
yeah, she's 13. She's gonna be on the phone all the damn time.
Yep.
You know how they came up with that, call waiting and how you can ring through? We're just gonna start paying for that, and the rule is she has to answer the call waiting.
Yep.
On the phone. That is what we're doing. You can't punish her for being on the phone.
Really, getting you a second phone line would have been ideal, but...
Oh, no, they were doing that.
I know. I said would have been ideal. I didn't say it's something they would have done. Oh, that was brutal. I lost so badly that he has more health than when he started the round. Wow. Come on.
I did actually date someone that used to go through my computer, though.
Creepy.
Yep. Not only did he go through my computer, he... Don't worry, I dumped his ass.
Well, I hope.
Pretty early on. I discovered way after we split up
Come on.
that he had gone through my computer and written me a letter onto my computer, but hidden it and passworded it with a really long password.
Yeah, again, Horror King, you were specifically instructed not to weigh in on this, so now you're being put on timeout.
Well, no.
No, I'm putting him on a timeout. So do it.
Oh, I did that.
No. I gave... Horror King was given a specific direction that he is not obeying. Timeout.
Yeah, Lavender. Although, seriously, you want to have some fun? Go to a pagan celebration. It's always fun.
They do have a great time.
Oh god, such a good time.
What is American sports? Heavy D, Lucky Glauber, Brian Battler.
Yeah, so years later, probably, I don't know, 6 months to a year later, I'm going to my computer, I'm cleaning it all up. I'm like, what the hell is this? Actually, a certain friend of mine helped me find the file. Because I was having some computer issues, so it needed a computer programmer to help with it. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I knew I knew who it was because of the title of the file.
Ooh.
So, and I knew what their password was.
Yeah.
So I typed it in, and it was such a disturbing letter.
Yep. That's upsetting.
Yep.
Oh my god, this might actually happen. Nope. Okay, I guess not. Oh.
Well, you know when people are around you when you break up with someone?
Yep.
They're like, why did you do that? You guys seem great together. I was like, this is my proof.
Yep.
Not good.
Oh man. Final battle in Das Finale 6. I maintain that we're going to get a thing in like some sort of a competition involving the Rata. I have no basis for thinking that, but I really do think that's what's coming. Oof, that was brutal. Alright, do I have a prayer?
Lavender, that's so nice and supportive.
Very sweet. Lucky Glauber is the only one of these three characters I've ever played before. And I don't remember being any good with him, so... Oh my god. That is great to hear, Mars.
That's awesome, Mars.
Okay, come on. He's way too... what is Thursday? Is Thursday the 24th or the 25th?
Tomorrow's Thursday. It's 23rd.
It's the 23rd?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to stream on Thursday night. And then, of course, that will be our last stream before Boxing Day. Good question.
Boxing Day is what, Sunday? He's probably going to have his usual
Sunday stream, yeah.
daytime Sunday stream, though.
Oh, yeah, completely. We'll be there on Sunday. Who can say what we'll be playing? I mean, I can. Robert Garcia. We're going to give up in a second. Hey, Titan.
Hey, Titan.
Of course I'm ready for Christmas, Goku. I'm doing the baking in the next day or two.
You made me cheesecake bites. They're delicious.
I hear you, Mars. Yeah. The cheesecake bites are tasty. They go well with the cheesecake that I made. Speaking of, if anybody wants to learn how to do a cheesecake, my Christmas gift to all of you, except for Coffee, and apparently my Christmas gift to Coffee is playing Raccoon City. Operation Raccoon City. But my gift to all of you is a video in which I... video in which I teach you how to make a cheesecake the HOGuru way. Which is objectively the best way to make a cheesecake. That's it. What did I do wrong there? Okay, so he can just dodge through that anytime he wants to. Wow. Awesome, Lavender. I hear the Netherlands are great. From myself, because I've been there.
Jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. That worked.
Grandmother from the Netherlands?
Yep. Yeah, take that, you jerk. Oh, that was a super move. That's why I can't do it again. Did he say Blitzball? Okay, that was embarrassing. What is the subscriber list? Well, that was bad. Oof. Okay, Roberto Garcia. Oh. Fun fact, Art of Fighting is a, you can call it a, Street Fighter ripoff, but it had interesting scaling and rotation effects, which, of course, Street Fighter could not have managed at the time. Alright, we're going to stop this now. This is just getting embarrassing. King of Fighters! As hard as I remember it, and that was me playing on the easiest possible difficulty. Wow, that was brutal. Alright, time to reveals on the plushie cam in 3, 2... I don't know why I'm being dramatic. Ta-da! It was Halloween Ghost! See, the logical track of my hint was that at his time of year it's really cold, Halloween, but he was still unprepared for how cold it gets at Christmas. I think that works as a hint. I'm the only person who does. But yeah, it was Halloween Ghost. Alright, Xbox.com. Let's go buy a copy of Operation Raccoon City. Okay. Operation Raccoon City. Let's see what it's playable on. Okay. It is $26 and it's not on sale. I don't mind buying that, but you know. I got sent the money after all. It is playable on Xbox X, so we're just going to buy that right now. I should probably sign into my account, huh? Mars, you guessed right. It was a Halloween plushie. Okay, going to quickly sign in. Wasn't letting me buy, and I realized because I wasn't signed in. Do 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 do. Yes, woman?
Oh, right. Is Brian making a reference to the fact that people outside of Canada and Europe don't call it Boxing Day?
Yes, that is what Brian's doing. It's very funny. I completely agree with that assessment. Ooh.
I think so. Also, Summertime
Cthulhu.
Why can't I say that?
Don't know.
Was also a really good guess based on the hint.
Oh yeah, except it's not cold at his time of year, and that was integral to the hint.
I didn't track that, so.
Well, you weren't listening to me.
I rarely do. Oh my god, my brain hurts so bad.
Alright, so anyway, it's not letting me log into Xbox. And that's weird. So we're just going to see if we can buy it from the Xbox store on the Xbox. But if I don't have a credit card attached to this, I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm going to do that later. I might not have a credit card attached.
We're at the part of the stream where he's buying that game.
Yep. And everyone can... okay. Alright. Alright, games. Oh, first I should just search, huh? Raccoon. That was easy. Alright. Buy. I also have to pay tax, of course. Alright. Okay. Yep, no, I have a PayPal attached to this, so I'm good to go. It didn't let me buy it.
That's weird.
So I'm going to show you what happens here. Okay, pay with, blah, blah, blah. View terms, blah, blah. Okay, buy.
Where'd it go?
I'll show you.
Oops.
Oops, not sure what happened there. Try again later, and I've got an error code. Don't worry, we will buy this coffee. As you can see, I'm literally trying to buy it right now. I'm going to look at this details screen. Okay. Well, we'll get this tomorrow, and that will be that. Capiche? Okay. Oh, it has to update the Microsoft Store. That's why it's not going through. Okay, I'm a little embarrassed now. Alright.
Why shouldn't we show you stuff?
Why?
Oh, Marissa said don't show us anything. Don't ever do that.
Do what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's
Show
all
us
she said?
stuff. I think she was worried that we were showing her payment information.
Oh, well, no. It's not really payment information. All that it says is, you know, the address of my, like, what email address my thing is it? My, what do you call that thing?
PayPal?
PayPal is, but it's like, that doesn't help you get into my PayPal, and my email address is public, so, you know. Okay, so that's updating. It says it's going to be an hour, so we'll do that purchase later. Okay. I won't show the store shopping anymore, I promise. Alright, next up. Next game in our streaming challenge. A little game called Debbie Zone. Now you might think, isn't that Debbie Zone? And the answer is, you'd think, but no.
She is right.
Who's right?
Marissa's right about not showing the store.
Yeah, that's why I said I wouldn't. No one said she was wrong.
Come on, man.
Alright, so we're playing as Debbie
Jesus
Zone.
Christ. It flashed light in my
I
eyes.
believe you.
I didn't like that.
I also believe you in that respect.
Oh.
So now we're playing the game Debbie Zone, which is the next game from HOGuru Games. Can I reload? I think I got killed. Unlike his previous games and subsequent games, he isn't like giving us a training area and... Okay, I died just then. Not 100%. Oh, if you click the right thumbstick, you die.
Okay.
You'll note I'm firing sparks. Okay. It's weird. Our last game had such... There you go. I'm just going to kill myself and start this over. Alright, so, had such good frame rates, and now he's back into, 5 frames per second yet. No, Goku, they didn't send... sure, coffee, if I can get it running by tomorrow. I'll be happy to play it. Okay, so there's no way to reload. Oh, no, wait, there we go. Alright, so, unfortunately, in what can be called an unbelievably poor decision, the developer has placed the targeting reticle, like... You okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, this is why third-person games are generally called... sorry, to be clear, Goku. They didn't send me a copy of Security Breach, but I won't be playing it. Hey, Coffee 2. I have played the new Matrix Awakens game, although I can play it on stream if you'd like to see it. Technically, it's not a game, it's a tech demo for Unreal Engine 5.
But it's awesome.
But it is awesome. There's just nothing to do in it. Except for, race around a city in a car with
Right.
the best physics you've ever seen in your life.
He totally played it with me right beside him. And I was like, yeah, this is like one of those first look things, whoop, we should have, done, like...
For the stream, yeah.
For the stream.
But I was just showing it to you. Oh, well, that was amazing.
Because our reactions were just so genuine in that moment.
Oh, absolutely.
That we won't, having already seen it, they won't be as genuine.
Well, I finally killed one guy. So here's what's happening in this game that's making this not functional. So basically when you have a third-person shooter, they put the aiming over someone's shoulder. Because now my aiming is blocked by my character. And you can say, but in your beloved... in your beloved Earth Defense Force series, your guy's also not over the shoulder and directly behind. Yes, But in that case, the camera is always well over their heads. So you can shoot forward while your guy's in the middle of the screen. Here, they have the direct forward shooting of a third-person shooter, but they've placed the camera behind my back, so I can't really see what's happening. So, yeah. Dear developer, you've made some mistakes here. As usual, wonderful animations, no notes there. But, for example, I think what's causing part of the slowdown is that, like, all of the enemies everywhere in the level are active right now. And so it's having to calculate their movements and their actions, even when they're not on screen, as happened before. And now I get down here, and hey, it's an innocent bystander. Hey, buddy.
If you leave me here, I'll surely die.
Probably. Just gonna quickly reload. Yeah, also, it would help if the targeting reticle was in any way visible. Like, you've got a game where I'm supposed to aim at enemies, but you literally can't see the aim point on screen. Like, I'm gonna ask you right now, woman. Can you see the aim point on that screen?
Nope.
You can't, can you?
Nope.
Now can you see it?
Nope.
It's... Okay, you see the bottom of the escalator?
Yes.
That's it right there. See?
Still don't see it. And try
Okay.
not to focus on the screen, because my head hurts a lot.
Okay, no more of that. We were going to play some
I'm just not watching
hidden
what you're
object
doing.
game tonight, but your headache might preclude us from being able to do
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm not playing a hidden object.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We'll play it tomorrow night. We're almost done anyway.
Just
So.
made your last
I don't know that we are almost done.
Huh.
It's hard to tell with these games. Okay, I'm out of ammo, which is never good. Also, developer, these enemies are ridiculously bullet spongy. Like, to a problematic extent. Like, they're running around and they're shooting with ridiculous accuracy. If you want to speed this thing up, maybe turning off real-time reflections on the floor would be a good way to do it. I know you want to show off that you know how to use these visual effects, but it's generally bringing the game down to a screeching halt. You want to play some Dream Tank Match DX tomorrow on stream?
So,
I suppose we can do that. Do you have PlayStation Plus so you can go online? Because remember, if you're playing it on the Switch, we can't because there is no crossplay.
so
They got me.
another friend of mine.
You have two friends?
Ugh. What's up with you making Horror King jokes?
You're welcome.
No one got it right. Mars came close because she guessed correctly. It was a Halloween.
Yeah, but she
question.
didn't get
She
which
didn't guess
one.
which one. That it was Vampire Ghost with the pumpkin. Who now wears
Oh,
also a
Halloween
tooth.
Ghost.
If you look closely at Vampire at the Ghost guy, he has little fangs.
All right, well, you got to send me a friend request to Evil Mask. That was bad. So I can't switch weapons? Maybe I can. No, that's not a switch weapon.
Maybe
'Cause I got a machine gun in
send
my
him
back.
a private message on either Discord or Twitter to work this all out.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, but send me a friend request, Evil Mask
another
on
friend of
PlayStation.
mine
Yeah.
had a workplace exposure and their workplace is shut down.
Oof,
Go. I'll be keeping an eye
what
on
a nightmare.
No, he made me cheesecake bites. I can't poke him in the side, Horror King.
It's true.
I will do a pet. Pet.
Oh,
Pet
excellent
the
work,
shoulder.
woman.
Hey, Gustavus. Ouch.
She'd rather be petting Gustavus, though.
Gustavus is so soft.
He is. He's
I know.
impossible not to hug.
Now that I have Squishmallows, I understand Mars's addiction to Squishmallows.
Yeah. That's like, that's all you want to use for a pillow. Just a squishmallow you can hug. So yeah, so the big takeaways are, 1, dial back the graphics a little to get the frame rate under control. 2, put an actual targeting reticle on screen so I can see what I'm shooting at. 3, maybe move that camera off to the side a little, just for fun. You can make it switchable or not. That's up to you. 4, dial back how unbelievably bullet spongy these enemies are. 5, make them a little less accurate. See, most people who make video games, they just set the enemy accuracy to indie video games, and I see this a lot. They just like they set the enemy accuracy to like 100% because they want it to be challenging. But that's not what makes games entertaining. They're like, oh, well, you got to sneak up and be just as perfect as the enemies. Yeah, that's not fun to do, though. Like, you have to make a very incredible game to get people to play a game that they hate playing. And people will hate playing your game if you do that to it. 6. If you have a escalator... Oh, nice. This side it did work. Okay, I was going to complain about the non-working escalators. It actually did work on this side. Oh, I see what's happening. If I get even too slightly to the side, my foot gets up on that part of the escalator and I can't move. Okay. Alright. So, I've got a second gun on my back, but there doesn't seem to be... Maybe Y will switch to it. Nope. B. No, B is slow-mo. Which still looks good, by the way. I love that all of your games have slow-mo in them. You don't have a bat or a dinosaur? I thought we had a dinosaur, but it turned out it was a chameleon who was a badass. Hey, Lavender. Is there any more ammo lying around? Because I'm out of that. Almost out of enemies, too, so that's good. Oh, here's one. Like, and if your shooting's going to be this bad in the game, I could really use some infinite ammo. Because it's almost impossible to aim. And I mean, it's nice that the ammo spawns, like, respawn frequently. That does make my life a little easier. But yeah, like... It's not like I have a terrible system. You know, I've got 16 or 24 gigabytes of RAM. I've got a solid-state drive that this is running off of. And I've got a 1060 video card. Like, I have an okay computer. I mean, it was top of the line 4 years ago, but it's still okay now. I can still run pretty much everything. I mean, I'm sure I couldn't run, like... I can't run everything at gorgeous visuals, but anything on the PlayStation 4 I can run without any trouble, so... This shouldn't be giving me, you know, anything that's also on the PlayStation 4, I mean. Like, I can load up all of the... What? The Yakuza games with no difficulty whatsoever. So this shouldn't be giving me this much trouble. See what I'm saying? Benny and Brina are the male and female big feet, right? Okay, dude hit me with a grenade launcher, which wasn't cool at all. And I think it was a grenade launcher. It's hard to tell in this game. Because all of the weapons shoot ridiculous sparks that make no visual sense. So yeah, dial back the level size. Dial back the level size, dial back the real-time lighting effects. You know, all the stuff that's going to slow it down on low-end computers. And I know it's complicated, and so it's complicated to have both a high and a low graphic setting. But especially when you're making $1 games... I'd say, you know, err towards, if you're not going to have multiple graphic settings, maybe just have low graphic settings. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, that's great, Mars. Echo Boy truly is a beauty, though. I completely understand why you're saying that. Echo Boy is a prince among squishmallows. Sorry, I said squishmallows. This is a generic term for plushies. He is one of the cutest plushies I've ever seen. Alright, he's dead. Alright, there's only a couple of guys left, I think. Turns out I was wrong about having a lot of guys negatively affect... I mean, I was right a little about having a bunch of guys affecting the frame rate adversely. That obviously was an issue, but it wasn't a major issue. I have played Azure Lane. I had a good time with it. I didn't finish it because... And I don't want to judge them too harshly. they are not great at differentiating between the levels. It's basic, like, it's a fun story, but once you get into the combat, it's basically the same fight over and over and over again, just like you and the enemy ship girls just circle strafe around each other, firing your cannons until the enemy ship girl explodes, and then you get another cutscene. Like, it's a really intriguing story, but it's like Girls in Panzer, because the maps, you know, have so much to them, make for interesting combat. Whereas with Azure Lane, you're all just, like, out on the ocean. So it's just a big, flat, open field. Oh. Well, Mars, you say don't feel pressured. It's not pressure. If I could only keep one plushie, you know it'd be Jeremy Gruffle, because of how I feel about Jeremy Gruffle. And my need for having Jeremy Gruffle in my life.
We're being asked if we could only keep one plushie, who would we
Yeah.
keep? Oh, that's a tough
I love
choice.
all of my plushies. Don't get me wrong, but Jeremy Gruffle.
Probably Grogu.
You would keep your... I mean, I like how you're saying probably. Obviously, you would keep Grogu.
If you leave me here, I'll surely die.
Just like I would obviously keep Jeremy Gruffle because of my, you know, complex relationship with the greatest hero of our age, Jeremy Gruffle.
You also bought me Grogu last year, right before Black Friday, I want to say?
My childhood koala is not a plushie. It's a stuffed animal. And in that sense, it is I mean stuffed in the sense of taxidermy.
He's so disturbed by this.
It's not plushy. It is cork with leather on top of it. And that leather is the skin of a koala complete with fur. So no, it's not a plushie. If you're including that, yes, I have to keep my koala, but I do not consider that a plushie. I consider that a very complicated part of my backstory. And the interesting thing about that guy is, they actually, when koalas died at the Koala Sanctuary, they did that to them and sold them to raise funds for the Koala Sanctuary. So it's not like someone was hunting koalas, but it's like, that's a real koala who lived at a koala sanctuary until it died of natural causes and got turned into a taxidermied koala. So it's like, I've got no indicator for where I'm supposed to be shooting. There's no visual indicator from the enemies when they get hit. Right? You put that together and you have completely unsatisfying combat. Boom. I'm glad you understand, Mars. But yeah. If you include the koala, yes, the koala. If you don't include the koala, because again, not a plush animal, I've got to go with Jeremy Gruffle. Because again, I'm obsessed with Jeremy Gruffle. And thank you again for Jeremy Gruffle. He is a beast. Okay. Oh, Jeremy Gruffle. I don't feel comfortable referring to by your full name. Sorry, by just your first name, because I don't think we're that close. Okay, I saw my eyes there for a second. That was... As far as glitches go, that definitely was one. I literally couldn't tell you what's happening anymore. He does look cool when he's sitting. Echo Boy just has a great look to him. I know not everyone likes this, but developer, if you hear this, I do think it's a good idea to make it so I automatically reload.
Are you in a mall?
Yes, I've been in a mall this whole time. We've talked about it a lot. Wow, look at the computer struggling to turn. We're getting 2 frames per second. I didn't, Horror King. You're wrong, it's not the same thing. Plushies are fabric with stuffing inside. This is taxidermy, which is the same as what Norman Bates did, but slightly less creepy. Because taxidermy, just like severed heads. You know, shrunken heads. Some people don't understand that taxidermy is not like the animal preserved. It's the animal's skin stretched over a model of the animal. With fake eyes, thank heavens. So I was just thinking about that terrible episode of Criminal Minds where a guy like starts cutting out human eyes so he can do taxidermy better.
Yeah.
And like his motivation is it's like his dad died before teaching him how to do eyes well in taxidermying, and everyone complains about the eyes and his taxidermy models don't look lifelike. And I'm like, and I just wanted to yell at the writer of that episode and be like, you know that like the guys who make taxidermy models don't make the eyes, right?
Left me with no choice.
They buy the eyes. They're pieces of glass that are designed to look like animal eyes. So you like phone up a place that makes those and you say, I need 2 fox eyes or I need 2 deer eyes. And they just send them to you. Like, the people who made the show seem to think that like the guys who do that make the eyes.
Which show was this?
Criminal Minds. What else?
Wow.
The only TV show I watch.
It's such a dumb show. Are you really that
It's a very
shocked?
dumb show.
So, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Alright, we've almost got this. Oh, I hear you, Mars.
I hear you, Mars.
No, like that is a real Sophie's Choice situation. When I was a kid and had to give up most of my
Yeah.
plushies when we were moving, and we moved a lot, that was a rough one for me every time.
Yup.
That's why the only plushie I've successfully kept, is he a boss?
Is your koala?
Is my koala, who again is not technically a plushie. He's a family heirloom. I'm now being attacked by killbots.
I was convinced that I had to get rid of most of mine.
By whom?
My parents. They told me I was too old for them.
Well, you showed them.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't know if I have any of my plushies from when I was a kid. Not
Oh,
even
he's dead.
Honey Bunny, which really upsets me.
Which one was Honey Bunny?
It was a stuffed bunny that I used to dance with and had a little vest and
How big
everything.
was it?
Like 3 feet.
Wow.
2 to 3 feet. It was like my height for a really long time.
First plushie I had to get rid of was a... No, I understand, Mars. That is tough. You're
I
going to
also
have to
had
make
a
some hard
giant
choices.
Bert doll.
I had a wizard that was my height, but, you know, I quickly outgrew the wizard.
If you leave me here,
Yeah.
I'll surely
When I
die.
went away for university, I don't think I took any with me, which is really upsetting.
That is sad.
I
I didn't see your question, Horking.
I would have trouble getting rid of
No idea
Wilbur.
how much
That's the
trouble
Oh,
little puppy,
no,
right?
it doesn't have stuffing on the inside. I keep telling you. It's cork. It is a piece of cork with an animal skin stretched over it. That's how you make taxidermy. They don't stuff them. They're not soft. It's a display piece. It's cork with an animal skin on it. That's what taxidermy is. And they make them out of cork.
People don't know that.
Really?
No, people don't know that.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, and it's cork because cork is incredibly light and it's easy to carve.
I honestly didn't know that until a friend of mine actually thought about taxidermy as a
Career
as a
choice?
career choice.
Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to shoot you hostage. I don't understand how, like, the frame rate problems that he's suffering from in this don't happen at all in the Phantom game. I mean, it had some frame rate issues, but the Phantom Zombies game didn't have frame rate issues anywhere near this bad, and that had an open neighborhood I was running around in. Although I guess this has a lot more detail than open neighborhoods and all the lighting effects. Well, yeah. Send me a friend request on Discord, and then we'll arrange becoming friends on PlayStation so you can find my game tomorrow night. Hello?
Yeah, like we seriously just had to pack one giant squishmallow up to mail someone. And wow,
Okay.
is that difficult.
That sounds like a good call, Mars.
And I'm used to, like, you know, packing really hard things to pack like that. Like, I pack winter coats to mail all the time at work.
Damn, though. Yeah, sending that Squishmallow was a nightmare. But it got done.
Yeah, the handmade plushies are, amazing.
They really are. You've got to keep those. I understand that, but you should try to hold on to any that are, particularly spectacular, like Echo Boy and the Lads. Oh, Echo Boy and the Lads. Oh no. Are there enemies left? I think we beat the game, everybody. Don't seem to be any enemies left over. Many sea anemones have many enemy anemones.
I'm so confused.
That's a tongue twister. Many sea anemones have many enemy anemones.
Oh, Echo Boy is your everything? That's adorable.
No, Echo Boy's a machine. No notes on that guy. He looks fantastic. I've got mine right over here. Right now he's chilling with Muppet Angel.
So it's come to this. Come on, then.
It's so weird. Alright, so we've officially cleared the top floor. There are no monstros left. Oh, hey, there's the killbot. So anyway, it's entirely possible that these killbots that have shown up in the mall are reference to the movie Chopping Mall, which is about people who sneak into a mall at night so they can, bang in a furniture store. It's a very weird motive. But earlier that night, the computer that runs the security robots was struck by lightning. So now they've turned into murderous killbots that want to destroy all human life. And that is the movie Chopping Mall. It's amazing.
What was I saying?
No idea. Can't wait to find out, though.
Yeah, I had this kick pre-pandemic where I was trying to, get rid of a bunch of stuff we have. Was there a dude in the toilet?
No.
That was creepy.
Keep talking.
And then the pandemic hit,
There
and I
he
was
is.
like, why am I trying to get rid of all this stuff? This stuff makes me happy.
Yep. Turns out Mary Kondo was wrong about everything.
No, actually, she's right about a lot of stuff. People misquote her all the time. I've watched her show, and it's one of the nicest household, I don't know what to call that kind of show, decluttering shows I've ever seen.
Right.
She is super supportive of people. She does not yell at anyone. She doesn't actually make you get rid of all her stuff. That thing about the books is actually a misquote. She will be like, okay, you just have to figure out how to organize all this and make room. And there are some people that are legitimately borderline hoarders that I've seen.
Well, of course, hoarders gotta be dealt with, obviously.
Yeah, and she's making them get rid of stuff, but she's very supportive in the way she does it, which, if you talk to actual psychiatrists and people that are experts in treating hoarders, is actually the way you should do that. And she has a lot of really good ideas to help people with organization.
The movie I'm in is playing Granny Theft Auto.
Yeah. She literally
That's terrible.
walked into these people. I can remember this one couple. She literally walked into their house, and they loved Christmas, so they had a ton of Christmas wrap. And she was and they were like, I know, it's really bad. It just got really out of control after my mother died, and the clothes. And she was like, no, I've seen worse.
Adorbs.
We take it one little tiny bit at a time. And she literally would be like, today just deal with this tiny corner of this room. And seems to be the most
a pirate movie called Thief of Seas. Oh, that's nice.
But she's and that's her thing. Does it bring you joy? Is her thing. Okay, if you legitimately love this object, keep it.
Okay. So I've cleaned out the movie theater. We're about to hit the ground floor because I think we've covered everything else. Oh, Golden Arch Burgers. I wonder what that's a reference to. Wink. Don't know why the dressing rooms are out here, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. No, thought I could jump over that. And I can't. Oh, malls. You're a beautiful place to have an action sequence. But they almost never film those action sequences in malls because it would be expensive to shut them down. That's when the Blues Brothers, they went to a mall that was about to be demolished. And it looked great.
It did. Interesting Girls 5 Eva.
Yeah.
or Forever, whatever it was called.
Whatever it's called.
Did actually do a mall scene, but
Right.
you know, they were just able to do, like, again, find a deserted mall.
Of course. Well, it's much easier to do today because most of America's malls are going out of business. Amazon has killed malls entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So there just basically aren't any malls left. Cade's Corner
It's
Mart.
interesting. I've had a bunch of customers in my dying mall
Yeah.
talking about how they hope that mall comes back to life because they're like, who wants to go to a place like a Tanger Outlets? It's all outside. It's cold in winter. I'm like, yeah.
Did you not know you were in Canada?
Yeah. Oh no, it's even better. They stuck with the American design.
Right.
So it's designed so that the wind blows down all of the corridors
To cool people down.
to cool people down.
So it's come to
Except
this.
It's Canada.
it's Canada. It's not even like it's in a sheltered area. It's on the outskirts of Ottawa.
Yeah,
So
it's real
like,
bad.
Literally, and it's like not an area with a lot of like hill cover or tree cover because of course they cleared all the trees. So wind barrels down all of the hallway, like all of the outdoor hallways, and it is freezing.
So, now that we've completed Debbie Zone, or sorry, Debbie Zone, because again, there's only one B there. Some notes to the developer. One, I've already given you a bunch of notes. I cannot stress that it should never take this many shots to kill basically anything in a video game. If you're going to make me shoot this many times, I'm going to need like a health bar.
No choice but to defend myself.
And you're like, oh, well, we do bonus damage for headshots. It's impossible to aim headshots with this system you're using. So don't tell me that. Okay, I think the lighting effects were causing the majority of the frame rate issues because this is a much bigger map. And it's not having the frame rate issues. So I feel like you trying to have real-time reflections may have been causing all of the problems with that first level. And something... I'm out of bullets.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
The reflections. Were
Oh, I thought you were reading something.
But this kind of outdoor mall, I think, is lovely.
Oh, yeah, where they have all sorts of trees everywhere.
And the
Little water effects
Cobblestone
and bridges. Oh, yeah, these are nice. We have one in downtown Ottawa called Sparks Street, which is prominently mentioned in a James Bond story.
I mean, they're problematic in that I know my hometown had one too,
Right?
and they actually finally tore it all up, and now it's just a street.
Disappointing.
I mean, disappointing, but all of the businesses were suffering.
Yeah. I hear ya.
Because it has to be planned in the proper way. Even Spark Street isn't doing that great.
No. Well, you know, now that people aren't working downtown.
I meant before that, but yes, that too. I mean, now
Stick to the
it's...
straight and narrow. Trust me.
So when you've got a map this big also, it's a really good idea to like give the player some way to detect where enemies are.
See, like, this is nice
At a
because
distance?
it's near a park, and it feels like it's probably supposed to be like a touristy area,
Oh, totes.
which is when I think this kind of setup works best. Oh, I can't look at your screen.
I keep asking you to not look at my screen, and you keep looking.
Will you be doing a Twitch stream later?
Of course.
Yay!
I always do.
Stream!
I'll be cooking and doing a Twitch stream. So now the switching weapons is working? Well, I'm just confused. I must have pressed Y 15 times in that previous one. I bet I was pressing it when there were, you know, like graphical and engine hitches and it wasn't detecting. So yeah, another good idea is to pop in a meter telling you how many enemies are left. And then, like, when you get down to a low number of enemies, start indicating where they are on the map. No one should ever have to search for enemies. I just fired an entire box of machine gun ammo at that guy, and he didn't die. And I know a lot of them hit him. Yeah, he's just not dying.
He's invincible!
Maybe there's something special I'm supposed to do to kill him, but wow, that is That is bad. It's frozen over, Horror King. There is, we do not do... Ottawa does not have, like, polar bear club activities because we only have fresh water around here.
Actually, they do.
And it all freezes over.
No, they actually do.
Really? Where?
Yep. I don't know which part of the river it's on, but they cut a hole and they
Later,
dive
Goku.
in. They actually do it. We just don't go because it's usually early in the morning. And I think it usually happens on Boxing Day, which means I'm working.
Oh, yeah.
And of course it's been canceled because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
But there is actually a polar bear thing.
Cute. So, as you've heard, we're not allowed to play hidden object games tonight because my lady has a headache. So we're going to load up something else. Something I'm very excited about. Yeah.
I have enough pains in my joints that kind of cold water, no. That's just painful.
Okay. I love that, what do you call it? That terrible company, PayPal, is like, you have to have X amount of different security things. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I love having X amount of security things. Sign me up. And then, also as well, in addition to that, we want you to sign up for one-touch, one-button purchasing so you don't have to go through all these steps. I'm like, well, should I have a lot of security or should I have none? Like, what's the priority here, guy?
I know, like, one button doesn't make sense.
No, it never has to me. Okay. So is it called Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City? There it is. Alright, yeah, we have successfully purchased it.
But, no, in my hometown, we never had a polar bear swim, which is weird, you would think. But
Oh, yeah, you got the river right there.
Well, the river's right there, but any place it hasn't frozen over is usually very high currents.
Oh, yeah, that would be dangerous.
Yeah. And
So, I don't know if Coffee's still here. Coffee's probably not still here. It's late. But as you can see, Coffee, we have successfully purchased Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
The purchase did go through. I don't know why it was doing that, but boom. Any game recommendations? Femguy likes guns. Oof. That's tough. Has your BF played Binary Domain? Literally the best shooting game of all time. Do I have a digital copy of Binary Domain? I don't. How much is Binary Domain? We might just be buying Binary Domain while I'm here. If it's playable on the Xbox Series X, which it might not be. But hey, no harm in finding out. We've updated the store. I just updated it.
You know you're showing the shopping again, right?
Yeah, but I'm not buying anything. The problem is not showing the shopping screen. It's showing my payment information.
No, I've been swimming in plenty cold water.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I mean, in March,
I've taken ice cold dips.
Yeah, in March, when I was a kid, my family had a cottage in the middle of the river. This is the St. Lawrence River, so it's huge. We get there in March when, the ice was thawed enough to get a boat through. And there'd still be ice around the bay, and I'd be in the water swimming. Also, we go swimming in the lakes all the time in fall.
Oh, and they're nice and cold.
And they're spring-fed, so they are freezing.
Fun fact, Binary Domain, and this is going to sound like hyperbole, is literally like the finest third-person shooter ever made in the what's that called? The Gears of War tradition. So if you're familiar with the Gears of War tradition of making third-person shooters, Binary Domain's the best one that's ever been made.
Nice.
It's magnificent.
Yeah. I also don't feel like I have to prove myself. I mean...
Why would you?
Yeah. Like, I know my limits when it comes to cold.
Yeah.
I like the cold, but,
You and your love of peck grabbing, Brian. But honestly, the more I play these first Xbox generation games, the more I come to the conclusion that it was a mistake to ever go into manual aiming in video games. No, like, lock-on aiming is just a better design for 99% of third-person video games. Obviously, you don't have to do it for first-person. Although, honestly, it works fine in first-person, too. But yeah, lock-on gaming, like, unless you're playing in VR or with a Wii, or, like, have a light gun, games should just have lock-on aiming. The thumbstick is not sufficient. It is not up to the task. Oh, that makes me happy. Now I'm just going to turn on my cheating program quickly.
I just looked at the plushie cam finally.
Yeah.
And wow, does Ghosty look so cute with that little hat on.
He honestly, like, it's the perfect sized hat for him.
I know. I must send a picture to my friend that made that hat for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be a Christmas ornament, but it is an actual toque she made. And it's super adorable. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm putting this on all my toys.
I completely respect that, and I'm glad you're doing it. Alright, so I neglected to turn on my cheat codes with unlimited ammo. I played through this whole game for review, and now that I'm doing the post-game stuff, I'm like, we should use the Plitch cheating engine, which is a very good product, in order to make this game a lot smoother now that I'm in the post-game. And you know what? I've loved it as a consequence. How many plushies do we have? I don't know, like 90? I think it's 90.
Hurricane, I think the problem is Twilight Zone is a CBS show, so it's supposed to be on Paramount Plus. But Paramount Plus is, what's the technical term for it? Oh, a garbage service?
Yep.
That existed in Canada, but then sold all the rights to everything to someone else, even though it's not available anywhere else.
Yeah, I just love that. Oh, you can't watch Wings anymore because our rights expired. Well, where'd they go? Oh, they just don't exist.
Yeah, like, you own all this stuff. What the hell?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's really irritating.
Not just playing for the story,
So,
Brian. Cheat engines are great if you just want to have a good time.
I used to love cheat codes. I highly doubt there's one streaming service that has all of those.
No. Like, boom.
One of my favorite video game experiences is playing. Is it the first Doom?
Yeah, first Doom is the one that had all the famous cheat codes.
And my friend installed all the cheat codes.
Yeah.
It was a delight.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a game about shooting zombies, and instead of like scrounging and struggling and looking for bullets everywhere and killing zombies with a crowbar, I have an MP5 and I have unlimited bullets, so I just go nuts, and it is gorgeous.
Cool, Horky.
That's too many zombies.
Can't wait to find out what your new plushie is. I actually think you already told me, but I've forgotten because I forget things all the time. It's how HOGuru is actually able to surprise me with many gifts, even though I should know what they are.
It's true.
So, but yeah, I look forward to finding out what it is.
Thankfully, I didn't start my rendition of Get Off the Shed. Which I could have just then, because there was a zombie on a shed.
There would have been yelling, and I would have been very mad.
I know, that's why I didn't do the Get Off the Shed. Fun fact, Get Off the Shed is what Will Ferrell auditioned for Saturday Night Live with. So you haven't seen that sketch, you're missing out. That's famously true, Brian. I don't know if you've noticed, but a bunch of these zombies are from that famous, I think it's Unity zombie pack that every game uses.
Speaking of SNL, we were talking about SNL at work the other day.
As one does.
Only to find out that only one of my coworkers has seen Dick in a Box. Or even knew what it was.
Oh, did you force the other co-workers to watch it on YouTube and now you're up for sexual harassment charges?
One of them.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm going to show you.
Oh.
I'm not up for sexual harassment
I
charges.
know. It's just a very funny thing to say.
was like, I thought you said Justin
Hey,
Timberlake
Arian.
was in this sketch. And I'm like, he is.
That's
the guy on
that's
the right.
him right there.
Like, that's Justin Timberlake? Yes, the facial hair is funny. Explaining humor to her was really funny.
Yeah, Get Off the Shed was fantastic. All of Will Ferrell's early man becomes beast sketches were fascinating in their own way.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you did, Horror King. Like I said, my brain has just forgotten, which is going to make it a delight when I get to find out again. I like surprises, remember?
Everybody likes surprises. Whoa! That's another fun thing about this game. Yes, woman? What do you need?
I just couldn't see you.
Oh, okay. That's because you piled up 8 plushies between the two of us. And a blanket.
The blanket was... Oh, the blanket was me. That's
Is that what the blanket was you? Yes.
It's my Cozy Grove blanket.
I know. They do look like the Cozy Grove Bears. I'm not going to deny that. Okay. Now, supposedly...
Ooh.
There's something to pick up around... Oh, no. My lady's about to nap out, peeps.
Scooby.
You found Scooby?
Scooby.
Christmas Scoob.
Drugs have kicked in. No longer sober.
Aww. She took her headache medication, which knocks her for 6. She goes right out. And that's what's happening to her right now.
Enjoy this kind of disconnect.
Lavender's right. If you jailbreak an Amazon Fire Stick, it takes off the region locks, and there's all sorts of places you can watch that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the Twilight Zone might just be on Amazon Prime. Like, you'd have to check it, but I know I was watching some Twilight Zone episodes. I want to do an episode... Hold on. I want to do an episode about what Final Destination was ripped off of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Twilight Zone episode, so I got to get, footage of that Twilight Zone episode. But right after I found it on Amazon, Amazon put in a thing so you can't video capture clips from their videos anymore.
What?
Yeah. They changed how stuff was coded, so you can't get video clips anymore.
Can you just do a screen record?
No, that's what I was doing.
Oh, how?
They've put in code so screen recorders can't capture the data.
Wow.
So it's either go and download it or stream it somewhere, or use my phone to record video of it. It's a terrible system, and they make it harder to make videos about their movies.
Weird.
Well, there you go, Brian. See, it is on... Yeah, here it's in Canada. It's only on Amazon Prime. You should check Amazon Prime, Horror King, unless you don't have Amazon Prime, in which case, obviously, that's going to be an issue.
What was I going to say?
Something more about Dick in a Box.
No, I was past that.
I know. I was making a joke. Ow, you jerk. Yes. Marriage is a big deal because of property rights issues going back to the Bronze Age, Lavender. And we have culturally accepted that it's a big deal because of property rights issues going back to the Bronze Age. But in the modern day, where contracts exist, marriage really isn't a big deal anymore. There's nothing against people getting married. I'm not opposed in any way, shape, or form to matrimony, but marriage started as a convention because of property rights disputes.
You are on a personal level.
Oh no, I'm against it personally, because of the way there's a core of misogyny to marriage rules.
Yup.
That doesn't exist in same-sex marriages, so thank God for that.
Yup.
But there's a core of misogyny in women as property in there. And again, like I said, it all comes down to property rights disputes during the Bronze Age, and that's why marriage was invented. And that's not really relevant anymore. And it's super sexist, so I'm personally opposed to marriage, but I don't... Any same-sex couple who wants to get married, I'm 100% in support of, because it doesn't have the misogyny quotient. But anybody... any straight people, no, you probably shouldn't get married.
And I mean, friends that I love going to other people's weddings.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Hetero couples that I know that have gotten married, totally enjoyed their weddings. I have no problem with that. It's just my personal choice not to get married.
Oh yeah, totally.
I was never one of those You know how they always say, little girls dream of getting married? Oh, God, no.
Little girls these days dream of, hopefully, self-actualization.
I just wanted to know why there were wedding dresses but no spacesuits for my Barbies.
I agree. Yeah, so I was listening to this wonderful thing today, and I found out that they was talking about these radicals and how they had... whoa, wrong button. Oh, that was bad. How they had kidnapped and killed an American, and it's like got them in a lot of trouble. This is South America, of course. And I'm like, oh, I've been on their side up until this point. That really doesn't sound good. And you find out that the American they killed was a CIA agent who had been sent to their country to teach the police how to most effectively torture leftists. You're like, okay, yeah, I see why that guy had to go. But and this is the terrible part, do you know why he died? The United States government wouldn't give them money to get him back. So imagine being like a guy who goes halfway around the world. What's wrong?
Chill stream.
It is the chillest story. Wait. Who gets sent halfway around the world to teach people how to brutally torture and murder, dissidents and poor people. And then when it comes right down to it, your government just throws you away too. And my point is, like, for that guy, he had to have seen that coming, right? like he can't have been surprised if the United States government sends people to murder.
Mars, that is great.
She's on the same page?
No. I'm at that age where a girl has one thing on her mind. Homicide.
Aww, the most special time of a girl's life is when she starts planning murders. I've always said that.
I may have
Thank you for
planned a
dying.
few in my day.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know, woman.
I have a short story that a male friend told me never to let any man ever read again.
Aww.
Because he was now terrified of me.
Adorbs. Okay. Did I not just eat that? Oh. That was weird. Yeah, getting shoulder check will hit you for 6, as the kids say. It immediately takes down a bunch of your stamina if you get shoulder checked by a monster. Fortunately, you can only use the centrifuge to make 1 dose of Zombrex, no matter how many doses of Zombrex you have lying around.
Are there anti-Zombrex people in this world?
Of course. That's why the plague spread so quickly.
Of course it did.
By the way, that is one thing that, if I were going to, it's hard to sell a political video game, right? You okay?
Yeah.
It's hard to sell a political video game, but they really need to bring back Dead Rising to tell a story about a zombie apocalypse that gets worse because Fox News is anti-people getting Zombrex.
Okay.
And so it's like all of the red states just start being overrun by zombies because they get convinced that, it's a trick by the media, by the global elite lizards to track them.
Yo.
It's like there's so much political commentary in Dead Rising that they almost got out ahead of the real stuff that happened with COVID. And so they have a chance to come back with Dead Rising 5 and the most bitingly satirical zombie story maybe ever, because they've already laid the groundwork for it with their wry political takes in all of the other games. So yeah. Yes, he is Lavender. It's madness. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Lavender. I appreciate that. Everybody find me. Boom. for this
Although
game.
you are also awake at the same time Horror King is now awake at.
That's true.
Like you don't go to bed until what, 5 a.m.?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm up very late, peeps. It's
that is your
insane.
schedule.
It is. It's just who I am.
If I could keep a similar schedule, I'd probably go to bed around 2 every day.
Damn straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Cracking.
Yikes. I just heard a neck crack from like 3 feet away from me.
It was a combination neck
terrifying.
and hand crack.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not as worried. Hey, guys. Long story short, you have to die. That it? Okay. That's a juggernaut. And there was a creepy crawly behind me, so... Had they timed that perfectly, I would have been tackled by the creepy crawly, and the juggernaut would have slammed into me. I managed to evade it, but it was close. You get a good night, Lavender. See, that's a reasonable time, Mars. Oh, the FYI people showed up again. Okay. Got it. Oh. Still need more fuel. Also, I could use some more Zombrex. Yeah, it's like Dead Rising. The first game is literally about, like, 2 quote-unquote terrorists who come to America to spread a zombie plague because the United States, because they're from, like, El Salvador, and the United States government came there to test their, like, zombie weapon on the local population.
Have a good night, Horror King.
Au revoir!
Books are wonderful.
And, like, the quote-unquote games, 2 of the game's heroes are, and this is true, people who work for the Department of Homeland Security, who, I mean, they want to be on the right side of things, but they were actually sent to, you know, make sure the story of the U.S. government's involvement doesn't come out. And the end of the game is the U.S. government shows up to blow up the entire city so nobody finds out what the U.S. government did. It is really, though, because we're playing a zombie game and talking zombie games.
I don't like zombie games.
And close your eyes. So anyway, as I was saying, like, it's the... People don't talk enough about how the Dead Rising series managed to continue the anti-authoritarian messaging of George Romero's Dead trilogy in that setting. Because people are like, oh, it's zombies in the mall. Oh, it's zombies in Vegas. Oh, it's zombies in LA. But it's like, the messaging is all there. It is not as good a satire, but nearly as good a satire as the movies it's ripping off. Because it even does, like, with the U.S. government stuff, it digs into the crazies, which was George Romero's other unbelievably wonderful anti-authoritarian movie about people using there being a chemical weapon spill or, you know, maybe experiment being done on an American town. It's a really good movie, by the way. If you haven't seen The Crazies, you should. I mean, it's slow in that 70s way that a lot of people are going to find frustrating, and I don't blame you for finding that frustrating. But, you know, it's a really high-quality game. See, Mars is down for zombies. She was able to just say the word zombie. Zombie. All right, we'll wrap this up. Oh, you said brains. Oh, that's Zombie's catchphrase in Return of the Living Dead. She knows. She's seen that movie. There we go. All right, so we're going to save this and call it a night. Sorry we couldn't hit an object, but as you said, it was going to give you a splitting headache.
Brains.
Oh, hey, zombie.
Roll.
Roll? Oh, totally, Brian. You could make a video game based on the crazies with no problem whatsoever. Spoiler alert. Outlast kind of already is. Like, if you ask the people of Outlast, were they inspired by the crazies? There's an almost 100% chance they would say yes, they were.
Are you basing on the amazing vampire video game comment on the tall lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, Tall Lady and House of Ashes.
Right.
Yeah, they're both about vampires.
I thought they were aliens, not vampires.
Well, they're what vampires are based on, so they're vampires. Like, they're the creature in the world of the Dark Pictures. That creature is what every legend of vampires going back to the Bronze Age is based on. So, yeah, it's fair to say that they're vampires, I think. I mean, we're getting... after, like, once you accept that, you're just getting into a semantic argument. Because, you know, literally, the first written... the first known written story, the Epic of Gilgamesh, has vampires in it. So they are as old, literally as old as storytelling. But yeah, Brian, you could easily make a good video game based on the crazies. Oh, Debbie Zone. You were interesting in your own way. So we're going to wrap up the stream now. I want everyone to please, capital P, please, drop by tomorrow where we're going to be playing...
Games?
Operation Raccoon City. Remember?
Oh, right.
We
No.
did this whole thing about it.
Do not.
She's way too tired to remember that.
Drugs have happened.
Alright, so I'm going to be stopping the stream now. Thanks everyone for dropping by. Like I said, we're going to be back here tomorrow with more new games. Or in this case, very old, mediocre games. But ones that that we have an audience that is passionate for us to play. So we will happily play it. Then what else?
Christmas!
Well, I was going to say we were going to do a death match in... one death match in Girls and Panzer, assuming we can get it working.
Then Christmas!
Then we'll play the Christmas Hidden Object game.
Okay.
Such a cutie. And of course, I'm back working in like an hour over on Twitch if you want to drop by. See you back here soon. But until then, I'm going to say that's right.